I don't know how to turn off this audio in the background. I'll figure it out, but this intro is just gonna have that background noise. I guess I gotta deal with it. Anyways, how's it going, guys and gals? We're here. Welcome to part 2 of the demo of Project Triangle Strategy. So I want to get right into this right away. This could be another hour-long video depending how I play. So oh, look at this world building. So nice. So Holy Shade of Rising. So last time was an hour, but that was just me playing the whole fight and going around all the other cutscenes. Expect this one to be the same, kind of. Could be the same, could not. Looks like everything's running fine, audio's good. So, let's move on to Chapter 7, which takes place in Whiteholm Castle. The Esrasti Archduke enters Whiteholm Castle, the seal of power in Glenbrook, and lays claim to the throne.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Imagine if she doesn't like it.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
Come on.
I
feel
believe
attacked.
the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fawkes was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
Dang.
How easily the three great houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolfhorn is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Cordelia's still alive, thankfully.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail.
Jail. Oh, wow. That's
Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned.
I'm surprised as you guys are.
A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
Oh, man.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Poor,
Father!
man, poor Cordelia. I want to rescue her. Have her on my team.
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed. 3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit. And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood.
Is he holding a knife, or is that just the cape graphics?
In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not,
What?
but I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you. The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
Right now?
Roland, Cordelia, the future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Oh, Cordelia! Man. That poor girl. I like Cordelia's name. Cordelia's name. I don't know much about Cordelia herself. She's just, never know. Maybe she could have some huge importance later. I mean, obviously she's one of the children left from the king, but...
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace, and in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
That sucks. Oh, so those were side stories that I missed back then. Man, I kind of wish I did the side story back then. But you know what? Let's do the side stories. Fox, Domain's outskirts. Lord Landroid. Fox, King Regna's loyal bannerman since the days of the Saltire War receives the news of his liege's grim fate. I wonder if these are playable side stories, or is this just story, period?
Your Grace, House Fawkes has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid? But no, cursing our fate will not bring you back to us. We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
That's upsetting. Oh, so it's just a cutscene. Okay. Well, I kind of missed that one from part 1. That's a shame. Oh well. It's nice. This is nice lore, you know. Lord Silvio Tellior, head of one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses, ponders what the future holds for his... I forgot that word. Okay, so I was told there was like going to be 2 fights to the 2 red quests, and all these side stories. I'll keep track. I'll make sure I won't miss them.
Whatever is House Tellior to do, with King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight till the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy. Yet if House Wolford were to fight at their side... They say Prince Roland is in Wolford's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolfords may choose to ransom the prince to Esfrost in return for amnesty for their own domain.
Domain.
If it comes to that, Esfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall.
Okay, so the S is silent, domain.
Bending the knee to
story.
Esfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
Okay, so I'm glad I'm getting all this. I'm glad this is all just a story because I'm someone who likes to get into the action right away. Let's see here. We should have one more before we get to Wolford Town. Citadel of the Sands. News of Glenbrook's fall reaches the Citadel of the Sands in the far-off holy state of Hyzant, where the great battle of the Sultan War was fought so many years ago.
Minister Sorsley,
What is it this time, Booker?
we've just received word that Esfrost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak.
What's this?
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray.
Dang.
Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolford, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter? At any rate, I must speak with His Holiness at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed, you may have the right of it. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you? Send a raven to His Holiness. Tell him that his faithful servant Sorsley would humbly beg an audience.
At once, Master.
Interesting. So, like I said, looks like they were going to have 2 battles. I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. But that means that there will be more possible content. Zoom in. That's cool. A little choppy. And now let's go to House Wolford. Having their escape made by boat, Serenoa and his retinue finally make their way back to House Wolford. To the House Wolford domain. But what awaits them there? I don't like the sound of that, guys.
Lord Serenoa! Oh, thank the heavens that you are safe.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
That news is gonna come.
Benedict, there is news.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father. No. Say it is not so.
Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed, we must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Simone.
Huh? What is it? Has something befallen Father?
Oh no. No, 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 no.
Father!
Lord Simone, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simone. Not now, of all times.
Father! Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you. Father. Father.
Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Very well.
Dang. This is a very story-heavy game. I can appreciate this.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain. You too must remain composed. For Lord Simone. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
The silence.
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Oh no.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No. It cannot be.
Where's the Dawn Spear? Or whatever that
This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities. And the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
I see. Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have earned it.
Yes, my lord.
Sir Maxwell. You too abandon me now?
Ah.
Oh man, it's all coming back to me. 19 minutes in. Not complaining, so much is still happening. We're not even playing the game yet.
At Gustadolf's command, Esfrost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolfort domain. Their aim to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
Nothing else to look up. Just sitting there letting this happen. Hawk's Roost. As the Airfrost army advances on Hawk's Roost Castle, another crisis looms, large of Serenoa and Prince Roland. You know, looking back at it, that green point that I didn't click earlier, I don't know if I missed anything, but I kind of don't feel like...
My lord, the Frosty army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
That's a problem.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
But we got the War Council up. Oof.
You cannot be serious about this.
Small War Council?
It's all right, Frederica.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Estrost?
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much. Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
the natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
So he's gonna give himself up?
See, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects.
Render a decision here and now.
You would have me render a decision here and now?
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
Dang.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Uh-oh. Scales of conviction? What is happening? Oh. So now it looks like we got the scale up. As the Airthrusty army continues its dishonorable march on Castle Wolfort, Serenoa and his retinue discuss the best paths forward. Am I really gonna make a decision here?
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
I'll need more information. Perhaps I should ask around the town. Going out, my lord? Yes, I hear the wisdom of my people. Oh man. So we're gonna be exploring, y'all. Understood, my lord. When your work is done, pray speak to me once more. I will do just that, thank you. Then investigate some more. In return, when I have knowledge of my true minds. The path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party as played out through voting scenes. Each of your allies will cast a vote according to his or her conviction. As the player, you may cast a single vote, but you will be bound to the decision of the majority. Furthermore, before voting commences, you may speak with others to persuade them to change their mind. Whether or not you attempt that persuasion succeeded, however, will not be known for sure until the votes are casted. The key to successful persuasion is gathering necessary information beforehand, and into town see what knowledge you might glean from the people. Firestone. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Undecided. We got one undecided guy. Hand over Prince Roland. Stay lofty as frosty. Oh my! A terror like none other came over me when I saw the state in which you returned my money. Talk. The Sultari War had just broken out in earnest when the Frost's foundries began producing arms and armor forged in iron, the likes of you which we'd never seen. It was a great boon to an already impressive army. Ere long, they brought destruction to every corner of the realm. As a character, Frosty armor remains the most mighty on the continent. I pray that we are not about to relive that bloody age. This one doesn't have a door. There's a door. Let's just steal from some more firestones. 100 currency. Oh well, we can go outside. Long have I heard rumors of secret chaps that dot the Wolford domain. The tales are to be believed that serves to make quick work of any intruders. But I can't help but wonder why keep such a valuable weapon so secret. Secret chaps, it is hard to say what this might mean for us. It might well be employed to give us an advantage in battle, but at what cost? So I got secret weapons. Awesome. This is scary. And this, on the eve of a new age of harmony, what could the Archduke be thinking? How do I enter this house? I shudder to think that there's a bounty on Prince Roland's head. The boys have already been a friend to the people. To be delivered alive, I'd wait to hear their plans for executing him, at least anytime soon. I should let the heirs know this. A bounty on the prince. Obtained HP recovery palette. Is it true? Has Azeroth attacked the Crown City? How could the high houses have let this happen? There's so much to explore. There's a crown city to the fallen. What madness is this? Nope, I don't want to go outside. There we go. That's better. Mother's not herself today. Something scary happened. This looks like the bottom. Obtain HP, recovery power. Prince is just going around stealing crap. I'd a mind to make way to the capital, but the high road's blocked. What's the meaning of this anyway? I've got mouths to feed at home. I think something would sparkle at a time like this. There's commotion in the capital to be sure, but it'll all be over soon. The Dawnspear will see to that. Hey, the sun won't set on Glenbrook till Sir Maxwell falls. As if that would ever happen. We've done his life so that we might see another day. It's do all in our power not to see that his noble sacrifice is in vain. Dawnspear sacrifice, that's what it's called. Large HP recovery pellet. I already been through here. I think that's everything. That might be everything. Yeah, only 3 levels on this town. Returning to the council chamber, my lord? Yes. Okay. This is gonna be hard. So, got undecided here.
Aye, lad.
No fool, my lord. We stand a good chance against Estrus' army as an egg against the castle wall. A weekend ago, offering up Prince Roland's head on a silver platter. Car, he's all that's left in our royal family. We must. I want to protect him. Benedict's lost this time. Never known the man. Delec, ideas. Core, where does that leave us?
You're onto something.
You'll not get any peace seeker like that. There's nothing any of us could have done. Besides, that's all the more reason to protect the prince. I know how you feel.
Consider this.
Sword to my throat. I reckon we're outman, at least as it stands now. Do you truly believe we can come out on top? There must be a winning strategy here. Happy with that, lad. I don't give the orders. I just take them. Men will die. And our home may never be the same, so we'll only do the best we can. Let's keep the people from harm. You get any thought about it? You must. They're my responsibilities. I shall protect them. Not alone on that measure.
Tough spot we're in.
Oh. Okay. Is there more they need to do? Let me talk to everyone. Suppose we decline. 30% will say nothing. Take
Lord Serenoa.
Allowing emotions to govern us in a moment will only cloud our judgment. So I learned that I can talk to... Oh, we got someone here. Is this an exit? No, it's not. It's just a window.
Lord Serenoa.
War with Estrus would mean House Wolfort's destruction. This is much clearer. You lead House Wolfort in your father's steed. Your duty is to your people, landowner's people. Our king needs Prince Roland now more than ever. he is to be protected above all others.
What do you need?
We stand no chance against an army that large. Releasing the Prince of Vesphos is logical. With all due respect to His Highness, the kingdom must come before his personal freedom. A peace built by forsaking our friends and our countrymen at a time of greatest need is no peace at all. I know what I ask is not easy, but I pray that we find a bloodless path out of this conflict. I'm gonna go talk to Prince Roland, and then I'm gonna head outside. That's much better. There must be a way to avoid weighing my life against those of others I trust.
Serenoa.
Decide what you will. I shall follow whatever judgment you pass. Head into town? Yes. There's gotta be more. There has to be something I'm missing. All you can about secrets. This might be everything. I think I've spoken with everyone. Is there a sprint button? There's a zoom out button. Why is it buying for this camera now? Nope. System options. There we go. Oh. Hey, that's neat. I've spoken with everyone here. Let's go to the persuasion. I need to consult Anna? No, Anna. Here we go. Let's persuade. Okay. Okay, so since he's already on one, we're just gonna stick with that. She will make a reasonable decision, my lord. Perhaps the battle is not as hopeless as one might think. I just unlocked it. I'm doing something, guys. I'm doing stuff.
Interesting indeed.
Roland must live that our land may yet flourish.
Quite true. I am decided.
Okay. Benedict is undecided now? What? Who's this? Alright, so we got, I'm not gonna surrender. Oh wait, wrong person. I forgot your name. We must protect him. We will not make any more sacrifices. They will see us as not but pawns of his
I don't know. Well,
I have a plan. Move. We're not surrendering, Roland. We must protect you at all costs. Not allow my life to be weighed against those of the people. You've forgotten about Sir Maxwell.
Certainly.
No, I weigh your words more heavily than most. I know.
However,
I appreciate you speaking your mind. I have my own thoughts on the matter. After all, it's not the best to handle that which is easily settled by my words alone. There is a way.
I wonder.
Okay, now I'm just speaking with Anna. This is fun, guys. I'm actually enjoying this. Protect the minions. So you see that? The battle is not yet lost.
Perhaps. However,
Undecided now? So, you've been spoken to. Spoken to. Spoken to. Spoken to. And, you two were gonna stave off the search. Let's commence the voting. I could have just pressed L, but I just wanted to see what was there.
It is time to cast our votes.
We must protect Roland at all costs.
Approach the scales of conviction.
I believe in you.
I believe I can decide this matter with confidence.
Oh, the build-up! She didn't say anything.
so
I agree.
Oh, man.
You won me over.
He's giving me no reason to put down her now.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Yes! Unanimous!
The way forward is decided.
And to no one. I almost read that wrong. Shall get our blades between their ribs and thank us for the honor. Oh, man.
The judgment is made.
The scales tip, and our path is chosen. We must steel ourselves for the battle that lies ahead.
Very well. Then I will do all in my power to see that it proves the right one. I fight with you, my friend.
Prepare the defenses. We will hold our own against the army of Espros.
That was intense. We're not playing the actual battle. We're Still playing the game. Not a lot of action, just a lot of drama. I like how this game is like instilling drama.
After consulting the scales and reaching a consensus, House Wolford resolved to shelter Prince Roland.
I hope I know about these traps.
Not long after, they find themselves besieged by an elite subset of Esfrost's forces. Commanding the Duchy's armies is none other than General of Laura, the deadly warrior who claimed the lives of Prince Franny and Sir Maxwell with her own hands.
We're not gonna surrender that, man. We have to get Cordelia to safety too.
Pardon the intrusion, Your Grace. A raven's arrived from House Wolford.
Concerning Prince Roland, no doubt? So they refused to relinquish him to us. How intriguing. They will remain loyal to the royal family even if it means their demise. Very well. Send a raven to General of Laura. Tell her to make for the Wolford domain at once, and that she is to return with the prince, or not at all.
Yes, Your Grace.
Dang. It's gonna be on a silver platter if she wins. I think. Dead or alive? Question mark? This is already a long part, I will say. Alright, a bird has arrived at Hawksford Castle bearing news from a lookout. A raven from the Crown City arrives at the Tellur domain, prompting Lord Silvio to consider his next action. A serious-looking youth with thoughtful demeanor comes to Sir Noah and company with news from the Crown City. Oh, we got more? News of House Wolford's decision arrives in the fog's domain, Darkling spurring Lord Landry to action. After seeing General Laura and her troops off, Erica and Thelis stroll the grounds of Whitehall Castle discussing what may come to pass. We will go ahead and read all of these. We might start with this one in our next one. System. We can save here. Forced hands. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that will do. How do I... So that's, saved up. I think that will do us for today. This has been, not a lot of action or strategy, more like persuasion and drama that's like building up. And you know, I'm starting to see like the whole point of this game now. It's like, you know, you got choice, but you also have the choice of other people's that you want to try to make go your way. Wow, it's these games where it's not just you that decides the fate of the game. It's a whole party, and you have to do your job. You have to actually work and think for your decision. That is mine. That is... I don't think I've played another game where you have to convince a whole party like that. I am looking forward to playing the next part, reading all the story, because I'm actually enjoying this. I'm actually enjoying this for the story, albeit... Anyways, that is part 2 of the Triangle Strategy debut. I am enjoying it. I hope you guys are. I'm going to try to make this one shorter than the last one. Guys and gals, this is Advanced Warrior, and you all have my warm regards. Take care.